Damn it. Okay. Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Houston Rockets tonight. Guys, what a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers all across the board when it comes down to their offensive rhythm and defensive rhythm when it comes down to the Lakers. Great performance tonight against the Houston Rockets tonight, and a much needed win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to it. Without a doubt, this was a big win for the Los Angeles Lakers. After this win tonight, the Lakers have now moved up into the 7th seed in the Western Conference with 4 games remaining of the regular season. And guys, I want to give you all my thoughts and my opinions about this game and now the expectations going into those 4 games remaining of the regular season and the expectations that we should expect from this Lakers team when it comes down to this particular win tonight and the expectations now heading into the potential postseason of the Los Angeles Lakers with 4 games remaining of the regular season. But before anything, like always, guys, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share my videos all over Facebook, Twitter, all our good social media stuff. And of course, like always, please make sure to like my page on Facebook, ZSPN, and also follow me on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok at ZSPN. Guys, I really do appreciate all your love and support you guys have shown me all across social media and, of course, on this channel, ZSPN on YouTube. Be sure to hit that notification bell. Guys, it is really important that you hit that notification bell so you will know when I go live of every single Lakers post-game show. And it's really important that you do so with 4 games remaining of the regular season for the Los Angeles Lakers. As it stands now, this is the final week of the NBA season for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers' last game will be on next Sunday, and I think it will be against the Utah Jazz. So there's a lot of expectations when it comes down to the Lakers and the goal in mind of potentially securing themselves in the playoffs or potentially the play-in. It sort of remains to be seen how the Lakers will finish off this season with the healthy roster, with healthy players, just finishing this season off at the finish line with the potential of just doing very well. I mean, that's all I really have to say when it comes down to the Los Angeles Lakers. But, guys, without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers' amazing win. I mean, I was very impressed by this Lakers team tonight. Of course, this is against the Houston Rockets, so let's all, not over exaggerate when it comes down to the Lakers and their this win tonight, because it was against the Houston Rockets, one of the worst teams in the NBA, and you can make the argument of the Western Conference. So it's just without a doubt, this was supposed to be an easy win for the Los Angeles Lakers, and they did so tonight in convincing fashion on the offensive side and the defensive effort at the same time when it comes down to the dominance of how the Lakers were playing tonight against the Houston Rockets. It's unfortunate, though. We did lose D'Angelo Russell due to another foot injury. I mean, for some reason, the Lakers are somehow cursed when it comes down to foot injuries for these past couple of weeks and even months. First with LeBron and now with Anthony Davis, who's, playing through the injury, which I'm very impressed that he put up 40 points against the Houston Rockets tonight. I mean, let's go, Anthony Davis. I mean, the guy is driven. He wants to finish off his season on a good note, and he wants to, same with LeBron, wants to reach the postseason and go on a potential run in the playoffs. So that is the goal in mind for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to their aspirations for the postseason. And, that's what we're all wanting as well when it comes down to Lakers Nation and the expectation of this Lakers team. But when it comes down to it, guys, I mean, this was a good win for the Los Angeles Lakers. Unfortunately, D'Angelo Russell did get injured tonight, but obviously, according to Coach Darvin Ham during his post-game conference, saying that the Lakers just basically took precautions of D'Angelo Russell and his injury. I mean, if they wanted to, they would have allowed him to play throughout the game, but they just wanted to be on the safe side, which is a good thing for the Lakers and any team in the NBA when it comes down to a certain player that's a star player for your team. To just be precautious when it comes to a certain player and a certain injury that they suffered during a game. Now he's dealing with some soreness. Okay, it's soreness in his foot, so obviously it could be a maybe he will be all right. I mean, Darvin Ham said he will be all right. So taking from Darvin Ham's words, we can just rest assured that D'Angelo Russell is not, his injury is not anything too serious that will keep him out for a lengthy period. So, I mean, it could be all right in the next couple of days. It could be a day-to-day type of situation with him. But, with 4 games remaining, if somehow Dennis Schroeder just steps up for the next 4 games of the regular season at the starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers, it could be an opportunity for maybe just somehow the Lakers can just finish off the season on a strong note when it comes down to just the final week of the NBA season. But, hopefully a speedy recovery for D'Angelo Russell, and hopefully all the Lakers continue to stay healthy through the finish line, and hopefully they achieve, with accomplishing wins after this season is over. So let's just hope for that. But let's talk about the Lakers stats as a team. Obviously, they played very well when it came down to the field goals. They shot like 55 to 56% from the field goal range. The Lakers did struggle when it came to their shooting efforts. Most of the shooting efforts came from LeBron James' shooting efforts, which obviously was abysmal. But I'll get to LeBron James' performance and his status of the Lakers when it comes down to, since his return from injury. But I'll get into that in just a bit. But, obviously the Lakers shooting tonight was 30% to the Rockets 38. So the Rockets had a better shooting night when it came to the three. The free throws, once again, the Lakers continue to struggle when it comes to their free throws attempts, 75% to the Houston Rockets, 80% from the free throw line. So once again, the Lakers have to somehow during practice make their free throws, practice with their free throws, because that's how you win games. And we witnessed that a couple of games ago when it comes to how Austin Reeves' historic career night against the Orlando Magic, when it comes down to his free throw attempts, he had 16 of 18 from the free throw attempts. So that was just amazing. And that was his career night as well. So kudos to him, and he earned his starting role on the Los Angeles Lakers. So, and I'll get to him in just a bit. But when it comes down to it, I mean, the Lakers out rebounded the Houston Rockets, and offensively they weren't there that much. But you got to really commend on the Lakers' defensive effort and just how well they played. I did not see no mistake when it comes down to the Lakers tonight and their performance tonight against the Houston Rockets, other than their shooting. But just in general, the offensive side, and when it comes down to the mid-range and just attacking the rim and just their rebounding and their defensive effort, was the key for the Lakers to get a blowout win. This was a blowout win. I mean, 132, 134 to 109. I mean, that is really good performance, scoring efforts from the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to their dominance throughout the quarters. I mean, first, second, third, fourth quarter, the Lakers were just all over the place when it comes down to their efforts and their mindset of winning this game tonight against the Houston Rockets. And 4 steals as a team, and then 8 blocks for the team, and then the Lakers only had 5 turnovers to the Houston Rockets 8. So the Lakers controlled the ball very well out there tonight, and it was just a matter of time until the Lakers just had to finish off the Houston Rockets in convincing fashion to win it tonight. And now they get moved up into the standings with the 7th seed in the Western Conference. And with this standing, I mean, now with a lot of teams losing tonight, when it comes down to the Lakers and their teams that are competing with the Lakers for a potential play-in or maybe a playoff spot, this is a good sign for the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers now, with the Rockets losing to the Nuggets and a couple of teams, this is such good news for the Lakers. I mean, now the Lakers, with the 4 games remaining on their schedule, the Lakers can now be assured that if they somehow lose a game, lose a game or two, the Lakers are in good hands when it comes to their standings in the play-in and potentially finding some sort of way to get the sixth seed in the Western Conference. Now, there's some conflicted, thoughts when it comes down to Lakers fans out there that somehow if the Lakers get the fifth seed, then there will be a bit of a trouble when it comes down to who they'd be facing in the playoffs. And if somehow the Lakers get the fifth seed, there's a likelihood that they will face the Phoenix Suns in the first round, which obviously the Lakers don't want that. They don't want to face the Suns in the first round. So if anything, the Lakers, their hope is to get the sixth seed, maybe stay with the seventh seed, but it's kind of like a back and forth situation when it comes to the Lakers and them getting the sixth seed and the seventh seed. It's kind of like where they're at right now. They're comfortable where they're at with the seventh seed, but if the Lakers if they don't want to play in the play-in, then they have to get the sixth seed so they can be on the safer side so they can all stay healthy, and the Lakers will basically have a couple of weeks off when it comes to, just waiting for the play-in to be over so they can finally get started with the postseason of the playoffs in the first round. So with that being said, I mean, this is a good move, a good situation where the Lakers are at. And now with the schedule that they have, I mean, just looking at the standings right now, I mean, the Lakers are, 7 seed. The Warriors are the 6th seed. And with the 8th seed is the Pelicans. The 9th is the Timberwolves. And the 10th seed is the OKC Thunder. So this is a good situation where the Lakers are at when it comes down to the standings. And now with their record, the Lakers are now 40-38 as their record of the NBA season. And just seeing where they're tied with the Pelicans. So if somehow the Pelicans lose a game, this will be a good chance that the Lakers secure themselves when it comes down to their playing spot of the 7th seed. But if somehow the Warriors lose a game there, because we all know that the Warriors, they don't play well on the road, so it's a given. This season has been the worst for the Golden State Warriors when it comes down to road games. So if somehow the Lakers are somewhat, hold on, I'm talking too fast. The Warriors, if somehow the Warriors lose games moving forward, this could be an opportunity for the Lakers to potentially clinch the 6th seed by the time this season is over. So it's kind of like a back and forth situation now. The Lakers are good where they're at with the 7th seed, but if they want to be on the safer side and not play in the play-in, the Lakers have to get the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Now, there's some out there want the Lakers to get the 5th seed, but I personally think the Lakers should just secure themselves with the 6th seed, because the Lakers, in the likelihood, they will be facing the Memphis Grizzlies in the playoffs when it comes down to their standings in the 6th seed. So that's the likelihood type of scenario who the Lakers will be facing in the playoffs. But it sort of remains to be seen of how the Lakers will finish off the season. With 4 games remaining, the Lakers just have to do whatever they can to win games here and there. There's the likelihood that the Lakers could potentially lose one of the games on their road or on their 4 games schedule. But, it's just, if the Lakers could surprise me, they could go on a streak after this win tonight against the Houston Rockets. But, it just sort of remains to be seen at this particular moment in time when it comes down to the Lakers and just how they will finish off this season on a good note. So rooting for the Lakers. Hopefully they finish off this season on a strong note. But, we just have to wait and see of just – how well they play with 4 games remaining of the regular season, the final week of the NBA season. So hold on, let me go check the sorry guys. Let me check. Let's see the Lakers stats players wise. Let's talk about Anthony Davis's performance tonight. His performance was sensational, monstrous performance. I mean, the guy, I think he's still dealing with an ankle issue, but I'm very surprised that Anthony Davis is playing through it. But hearing from what Darvin Ham said a couple of days ago when it comes down to Anthony Davis's injury, all signs are indicating that he's doing well. He's somehow is playing through it, and there was not there hasn't been a lot any like contusions or any tweaks here and there when it comes down to somehow injuring more to his ankles. So Anthony Davis is doing good right now. He's dominating because you can just tell guys that he wants this season to be over and he wants to be ready for the postseason along with LeBron James and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers. So great night for Anthony Davis. Shot 40 points for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight. Had a 40-point game, went 15 of 20 from the field and shot 10 of 12 of his free throws. So, obviously Anthony Davis is well known for, being an 86% free throw shooter. So, you can just tell that, he doesn't do very well when it comes to making his free throws. And we've seen that throughout this season. But at the same time, when he lets it up, he lets it up. And that's what he did tonight with a 40-point game performance out there tonight. And, have 9 rebounds tonight and 2 blocks for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight, guys. Superstar of the game is Anthony Davis out there tonight, dominating in a big way against the Houston Rockets tonight. And now more than ever, we need him to, so it depends on the Lakers if they decide to rest him or anything, because, they want him to be 100% healthy and ready to go for the postseason. So that could be an opportunity for the Lakers to somehow just rest their players so they could be ready to go for the postseason. But just seeing how close the standings are with record wise with the Pelicans and obviously the Warriors, who are just a couple of games away from potentially, somehow losing some games with the final week of the NBA season. So this could be an opportunity for the Lakers to potentially, somehow just finish off this season strong with the type of roster that they have at this particular moment. So, some players are playing through injuries, and obviously this is the right time more than anything, the final week, that most teams would rest their players. But I just think at this particular moment, the Lakers have no choice but to play all of their players so they can somehow secure themselves in the standings. So, it's all up to the Lakers what they will do for Anthony Davis and LeBron and the rest of the crew. But so far, I'm not hearing anything that the Lakers will sit out a couple of players. So, we just have to wait and see once they announce it. But so far, I'm seeing all the Lakers potentially in the 4-game schedule of this NBA season. They will potentially play them all. So that's the likelihood for sure. But great job out there for Anthony Davis out there tonight. 40 points for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James. I really want to talk about LeBron James' shooting efforts out there tonight. But regardless of his his performance out there, he had 18 points, had 10 rebounds and 11 assists and 1 block. Averaged a triple double out there tonight, guys. So great job for LeBron to achieve that out there tonight. I think he ties with Jason Kidd for most uh, uh, triple doubles on the all-time scoring or all-time list. So kudos to LeBron for achieving that. But at the same time, he just, he had a bad shooting night. I mean, let's not deny it. He went 8 of 18 from the field and went 1 of 7 from the three. So you can just tell that his shooting efforts was not that great out there tonight when it comes down to his shooting efforts, but he managed to give us 18 points and a triple double out there tonight. And guys, we really have to bring up the situation with LeBron James. I mean, when it comes down to for the past couple of games how he has been playing, I think this is the similar situation what we saw from Anthony Davis when he came back with his injury back in January. So with that being said, this is a situation here where LeBron is just trying to get his fitting back. He's trying to get his rhythm back into play when it comes down to just, playing through an injury that he's, you can make the argument that he's still dealing with, but at the same time, he's just trying to take it easy, trying to work his way back to being 100%. So similar situation of what Anthony Davis did when he came back with his injury. There was a couple of games where he was not dominating and giving us like 8-point games, 12-point games. And, this is not the type of numbers that Anthony Davis, the superstar champion, type of guy that he is, usually puts up on every uh, I just lost a word of it, but on a nightly basis when it comes down to every single game that he plays. You know, this season. So, well, with that being said, I mean, I think LeBron is just slowly getting back to what his status was of a guy who was averaging 30 points a game this season. And, it's just going to take him a while to get adjusted to things after being out for at least a month due to a foot injury that he suffered a month ago against the Dallas Mavericks back in February, I believe. So, but regardless, I mean, he put up a triple double out there tonight, 18 points for LeBron James, 10 rebounds and 11 assists. So great job for the King. Austin Reeves continuously amazes us. There's no denying about the greatness of what Austin Reeves brings to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to his shooting efforts and just him being a reliable player when it comes down to how this rotation and how he fits very well in the starting lineup along with LeBron, Anthony Davis, and just the chemistry that he brings to the table with both of those superstars and also with D'Angelo Russell and Jared Vanderbilt. It just works very well. It works very well when it comes down to what Austin Reeves brings to the table, and I really can't wait what he will bring to the table once we reach the postseason. I think he's going to lit it up when it comes down to, or just basically being himself. So, with that being said, I mean, he had a great night. 18 points also for Austin Reeves. Went 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three, and managed to give us 1 rebound and 8 assists for the Los Angeles Lakers. So his playmaking continuously has been a big part of the Los Angeles Lakers, of how he just, just facilitates the ball and passing abilities. Just has been great to watch when it comes down to this Lakers team, and the much need that Austin Reeves brings to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, if you could really tell, when he suffered his hamstring injury back, I believe in December or maybe mid-January, you can tell that there was a void of his talent on this team even before the trade deadline. I mean, you can just tell that we needed Austin Reeves back to come back to the Los Angeles Lakers. So, but now he's back, and since the All-Star break, the guy has been nothing but on a roll, showing some most improved player type of performance when it comes down to his skill set and what he brings to the table for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for Austin Reeves, 18 points for the Los Angeles Lakers. And I just got a comment here from Rabbit, Lakers versus the Slippers. Yeah, the Slippers in a big game. Yeah, I mean, I really can't wait to see that matchup this week. This is the final week of the NBA season, and the Lakers have 4 games remaining of the regular season. So the scheduling seems, in a way, easy for the Lakers because they're going to face the Houston Rockets. No, excuse me, the Utah Jazz twice. Then they have the Suns. Then they have the Clippers. So I can see the Lakers potentially beating the Utah Jazz. And it sort of remains to be seen how the Phoenix Suns, how their lineup will be. They could potentially somehow sit out, Kevin Durant and some key players so they can be healthy and ready to go for the postseason, which obviously they're in a good spot right now with the 4th seed. So that's why I mentioned in this video that I hope the Lakers will get the 6th seed, then the 5th seed, because if they get the 5th seed, they have to face the Phoenix Suns in the first round, which I don't want the Lakers to face them in that particular round. But, when it comes down to the 6th seed, the likelihood the Lakers will face the Sacramento Kings, which could be a cakewalk for the Lakers. But at the same time, the Kings are no scrubs. They can play. But at the same time, we just have to wait and see about that particular if that's a potential matchup that they will face in the postseason. But to answer your question, Rabbit, I would say that I really can't wait to see that particular matchup against the LA Slippers. I'm going to say it, LA Slippers. So when it comes down to it, it's Russell Westbrook returning. It's basically the same stadium, but at the same time, just seeing him playing against the Lakers for the first time since he got traded. to the Utah Jazz, then getting bought out, and then signed to the LA Clippers. That's going to be a matchup that I really looking forward to. But at the same time, this could be the matchup that the Lakers could potentially um, somehow they could potentially, lose that particular matchup. But at the same time, the LA Clippers, they don't have Paul George, and potentially they won't have Kawhi Leonard because they need him to be as healthy and ready to go once the postseason is ready. So it could be just Russell Westbrook, and we saw a couple of times how Russell Westbrook, being the number one guy on a team, how he dominates. Averaging around 30 points a game. So, we witnessed that a couple of times, a couple of games ago. But at the same time, we just have to hope that the Lakers will bring their A game against the LA Clippers or the LA Slippers. So for sure, I really appreciate the comment, Rabbit. I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are joining me, please comment in this live stream and give me your thoughts about the Lakers win tonight against the Houston Rockets and the expectations that you're hoping that the Lakers will achieve with 4 games remaining of the regular season. I really want to know your thoughts about that in this comment section. I'll read them out and give you all my thoughts and my opinions about it. So I really appreciate if you guys join me on here. I really appreciate it. And thank you again, Rabbit, for your comment here. I really appreciate it. It is going to be a big game for the Los Angeles Lakers next week against the LA Slippers. So I just want to put that out there. So continuing on with the Lakers tonight, D'Angelo Russell, obviously he suffered a foot injury. I believe it happened in the first half, which obviously puts the question of how long he'll be out for. But hearing what Coach Ham said in the post-game interview, basically he said that they just took precautions and said, you know what, we don't want to, we don't want D'Angelo Russell to play through this injury. We want him to be as healthy and ready to go for the next couple of games remaining of the regular season for the Los Angeles Lakers. So they just played it safe with D'Angelo Russell by just, letting him sit out when he got injured tonight. So that's just a smart move for the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes down to the status of D'Angelo Russell. But we will have a much better idea of how long he'll be out for. But, if he's ready to go, same with Anthony Davis, how he was ready to go when he, got injured a couple of days, not a couple of days ago, but just a game ago. Obviously, that could be an opportunity for, just somehow the Lakers just fighting through injury and just finish off the season strong with just having a good record and potentially the goal to get the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Because, if the Lakers get the 6th seed, they won't play in the play-in. They'll just be ready to go first round for the playoffs once the postseason is decided when it comes down to the 4 teams that are competing in the play-in. So this could be an opportunity. This would be an opportunity for the Lakers to get the 6th seed, maybe knock off the Golden State Warriors for that particular spot. But, the Clippers are not doing very well as well. So it's kind of like a situation there when it comes down to the standings there in the playoffs. If somehow the Lakers can get through the 6th seed, maybe the 5th seed when it comes down to that. So just want to put that out there. So just, hopefully the Lakers will just finish off the season strong and the Lakers just finish off the season strong. So just really can't wait for that. But a speedy recovery for D'Angelo Russell. Jared Vanderbilt, he did not have a great night. But at the same time, the dominance of Anthony Davis and Rui Hachimura, and I'll get to him in just a bit. But Jared Vanderbilt, defensively he was there, but at the same time, offensively he's not known for being an offensive guy. He's more of a defensive type of player. So it's not anything too surprising that he's not dominating on the offensive side. But we need him more than anything to help out Anthony Davis on the defensive side, protecting the rim and just taking hits here and there when it comes to just playing defense. So that's just I have to say when it comes down to the effort that Jared Vanderbilt put out there against the Houston Rockets. But I think once the postseason begins, we're going to see a whole different type of dominance of Jared Vanderbilt once we reach the postseason for sure. So, but he had a solid night when it comes to defense. But let's just hope that he just brings his A game when it comes to key moments, a key situation in the playoffs. So, or just finishing off this season. So just have to put that out there. And let's talk about the second unit. Obviously, the main guy, the second guy that really stepped up out there to help out Anthony Davis and this Lakers team was Rui Hachimura with a 20-point game performance. 20 points out there tonight, went 10 of 14 from the field and managed to give us 12 rebounds out there tonight, 1 assist, and 3 blocks. 3 blocks for the Los Angeles Lakers out there tonight. His defensive effort was a key to the Lakers' success out there tonight, guys. And this is the type of moments where we want to see more out of Rui Hachimura when it comes down to his performance as of late, when it comes to just accepting his role off the coming off the bench and just being, you can say, a similar role what we saw in Kyle Kuzma when he was being the part of the second unit coming off the bench. And we're actually seeing that from Rui Hachimura, and just he has a bright future with the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, the guy has a bright future with the Lakers, and he's going to be here for long term. And for him to average 20 points out there tonight, he can obviously give us that on a nightly basis if he wants to, if somehow he gets the opportunity and the minutes that he deserves when it comes to just being part of the second unit when it comes down to dominating every single night. So great job out there for Rui Hachimura, stepping up for the Los Angeles Lakers on that end. And then, obviously Malik Beasley had 13 points for the Los Angeles Lakers, went 5 of 14 from the field, 3 of 11 from the three, but that most of that threes came from the Lakers just already winning the game. And obviously going 3 of 11, you can tell that he was struggling when it comes to his shooting efforts. And it's been that way since the trade deadline. I mean, the guy hasn't really found his rhythm on the team yet. But I think, if he stays another year with the Lakers with a team option that he has with the Lakers this offseason, this could be an opportunity for him to potentially somehow just find his rhythm with the Lakers next time around when it comes down to next season. But so far, he's trying his best out there. I mean, you can just tell that he wants to do whatever it takes to help this team out as much as he can with his shooting efforts. And we could potentially see that once we reach the postseason. But, let's just hope for that for sure. But overall, really, guys, Troy Brown Jr. had 7 points out there tonight. And, more than anything, Dennis Schroeder, when it comes down to the status of D'Angelo Russell, we need him more than ever to step up for these last 4 games of the regular season, because having a 1-point game is bad excuse when it comes down to just having him contribute to the Los Angeles Lakers more than ever after D'Angelo Russell's foot injury. So let's just hope for that, and hopefully we can have a much better performance from D'Angelo Russell moving forward. And then just looking at more, Lonnie Walker had 5 points, and Wayne Gabriel had 2 points, and just in general, this team, the dominance, they stepped up out there tonight for the Houston Rockets against the Houston Rockets, and just they just came to play in a big way out there tonight. Just got a comment here from Bunny here, Rabbit. Excuse me, Rabbit. Do you think the Lakers will jump over the Warriors and the Slippers? There's a likelihood. There's a likelihood that the Lakers will potentially get the 6th seed, maybe surpassing the Golden State Warriors. But it sort of remains to be seen if they somehow surpass the Clippers. But like I said throughout this live stream, I will say this: I would like the Lakers to get the 6th seed and just stay there with the 6th seed. I mean, it'll be nice if they get the 5th seed, but let's all remember, if the Lakers get the 5th seed, they have to face the Phoenix Suns in the first round. And let's all remember, the return of Kevin Durant will be a big focal point for that team, and just the dominance of Devin Booker, and then CP3. I mean, the rest of the crew, they have the. I mean, DeAndre Ayton. I mean, those guys were just last. Were they last year? I think they were last year removed of being in the finals. So they're just and just them training for Kevin Durant. I mean, they kind of boost their chances for a potential title run. So with that being said, I think the likelihood the Lakers will surpass the Warriors, but the Slippers, I will say this: the Slippers will potentially still stay at the fifth seed in the Western Conference, but you never know. No Paul George and the status injury of Kawhi Leonard, that could be an opportunity for them to potentially lose some games with their final schedules of the regular season. So it's just it could be both ways there. I mean, the Lakers could potentially get the fifth seed. But at the same time, if the Lakers want to be in a comfortable situation in the first round, they have to get the sixth seed because they would likelihood would be facing the Sacramento Kings in the first round. So that's my own personal opinion when it comes down to that. Thank you again, Rabbit, for your comment. I really appreciate it. So to conclude, I'll say the Lakers will surpass the Golden State Warriors in for the sixth seed, but if they can, if they get through the Clippers by somehow getting the fifth seed, that's great. But at the same time, we have to know the expectations of who they be facing in the first round of the playoffs. So that is the likelihood when it comes down to that. So I mean, I'm not saying that the Lakers can't pull it off. I mean, they can, but at the same time, the Lakers have to be cautious because they have to find themselves in a good situation if they do decide to just clinch the sixth seed or maybe the fifth seed and just wonder who they be facing in the first round of the playoffs. So they have to keep that in mind when it comes down to the Lakers' expectations and their aspirations for a playoff seed in the postseason. But thank you for that comment, Rabbit. I really appreciate it. Other than that, you know, this was a great win. This was a great win for the Los Angeles Lakers. I mean, they really went out there and dominated against the Houston Rockets, and rightfully so. I mean, they were facing the Houston Rockets, one of the worst teams in the Western Conference, and they were tanking this season, so they wanted to get the number one seed in the Western Conference, but at the same, no, sorry, the number one seed in the NBA draft. So, but at the same time, I think the Detroit Pistons, they have a likelihood of getting the number one overall pick, but sort of remains to be seen of how the lottery selection will be when it comes down to those particular teams. But the Lakers in general, I mean, this was supposed to be an easy win tonight against the Houston Rockets, and after a disappointing loss against them a couple of weeks ago, this Lakers opportunity to just dominate when it comes down to facing them again. So, and with the return of not return of Anthony Davis playing in this particular game than the last one, this was an opportunity for him to dominate tonight against them, and he did in a convincing fashion with 40-point game performance out there tonight. But overall, guys, I mean, yeah, I mean this was a great win for the Lakers and a much needed one. The Lakers surpassed the they were at the eighth seed and they got moved up into the seventh seed, which obviously builds a lot of momentum of where they want to be in the playoffs when it comes down to the standings. As it stands now, if somehow the Lakers lose a couple of games, the likelihood they will stay in the play-in. This is the likelihood once this season is over for the Lakers. But if they want to be on the safer side and have healthy players and be ready to go for the postseason, the Lakers have to get the sixth seed or potentially the fifth seed in the Western Conference so they can be healthy, ready to go for the postseason in the playoffs in the first round instead of playing in the play-in. So that's the goal, and that's the goal that they've been on since the All-Star break. So they're just inching closer. I mean, the Lakers are just a couple of games away. I mean, I believe they're like one game away from securing themselves for a sixth seed in the Western Conference. But it sort of remains to be seen how the Golden State Warriors will finish off the season, the LA Clippers, how they will finish off the season, and just the teams that are under the Lakers, the Pelicans, the OKC Thunder, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Uh, you know, I just hope the Lakers finish off the season strong so they can secure themselves for a playoff seat in the Western Conference, the likelihood of the sixth seed. So let's all pray on it, when it comes down to it. I mean, let's hope the Lakers will get the sixth seed at the end of this season with 4 games remaining of the schedule. And I really want to know, guys, your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Once again, thank you, Rabbit, for your comment here. And thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Please follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at ZSPN. I'll leave the links to my social media sites in the description of this video so you guys can check out my social media sites. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you will know when I go live of every single Lakers post-game show. And more than ever, I will be going live when it comes to the Lakers post-game, postseason, for the playoffs. So stay tuned for that, for my analysis about the playoffs and the Lakers, who they be facing in the playoffs. So if everything stays good with the 7th seed, the Lakers will potentially somehow face somebody in the play-in. Hopefully it's not the likelihood. I want the Lakers to face, if it's the Pelicans, that's going to be a tough one for them. But if somehow they will face maybe, I don't know, the OKC Thunder or something, but that's mean the Lakers have to fall down into the play-in, maybe the 9th seed in the Western Conference to potentially face them. But that's a whole can of worms when it comes down to the Lakers and them competing in the play-in. So the likelihood that we hope that the Lakers will potentially get the 6th seed. If they get the 6th seed, the Lakers don't have to play in the play-in, and all they have to do is just wait a couple of weeks until the play-in is resolved, and the Lakers will finally start their postseason of the playoffs in the first round, potentially against the Sacramento Kings, potentially in the playoffs. So that's the goal. That's the goal for next week, with the final week of the NBA season. 4 games remaining of the regular season. Let's hope the Lakers will finish strong with their type of performance and their dominance that they have been on for these past couple of games. And now the Lakers are on a winning streak now. Let's hope the Lakers will finish strong with 4 games remaining of the regular season and finish off the final week of the NBA season, the 2022 and 2023 season. So thank you all for joining me on this live stream. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe to the channel, and once again, follow me all across social media and hit that notification bell. Like this video and or this live stream. And I really appreciate all your love and support you guys have shown me all across social media. And let's just hope. Let's just keep that hope alive, and hopefully the Lakers will finish off this season with 4 games remaining on a strong note to finish off the final week of the NBA season. Thank you all for joining me on this live stream. Like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video and the next live stream post-game show of the Los Angeles Lakers on ZSPN. Thank you all for joining me on this live stream. Really appreciate it. And take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there. Let's finish strong. Lakers, let's finish strong. Take it easy, guys.